Hello, friend Namaskar. So in this class, we are going to see about the VLAN, and which is also known as virtual LAN, and limitations of bridge and bridge-related MCQs. Again, we are going to see. So first, we are going to understand the theory. Once your theory concept is clear, then we are going to see the MCQs. का MCQ देखते हैं. So virtual local area network VLAN. Okay, so I believe you have heard about this. So what is LAN? I believe you know it is a group of devices physically connected by wireless or wired media to communicate and to share data among themselves. This can also be called a broadcast domain, meaning that all devices on the LAN can communicate with another and there is no rules or no filtration. Okay, then we can divide into small division when which known as subnet. इसको हम क्या कहते हैं? Subnet कहते हैं. Okay, so in that we are going to assign a subnet ID and then we can divide our network into small. So like this you can see. So in a LAN we can have our printer, we can have scanner, we can have laptop, we can have desktop. So like this they are being connected. So here in that example you can see different devices are communicated with each other. Now you can see all are being connected with a wire. So we can say this is a VLAN 1 and it is having some IP address and it is having some subnet mask and then it is having some SSID. So like this we are having our VLAN. This is my VLAN ID 192.168.1.2. This is the IP address of VLAN and this is how I am connected different devices to my VLAN. So it is easy for unauthorized user to access and modify the configuration of any device from any endpoint of the network. It is possible for a packet meant for one destination can be sent to all other devices, generating unnecessary traffic, wasting resources, and hindering productivity. It may be difficult to identify and isolate and resolve network issue during the troubleshooting. ठीक है. अब यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है कि इसमें कुछ ड्रॉबैक्स थे, so we are having some drawbacks over here and we have discussed about the drawbacks here. Now it can create a problem. Okay. Now to overcome this problem, we have introduced the concept of VLAN. इसमें हमने अब क्या लेके आए? हम यहाँ पे concept लेके आए VLAN का. So the physical LAN that we are having, which is subdivided into small LANs without physically dividing the network. हमने LAN wide but उसको physically divide नहीं किया. The logical network formed known as virtual LAN VLANs. What we have created? We have created a logical subnetwork. We can say a VLAN device is communicated if they are logically connected to a physical LAN. Normally communication होगा. For this example, you can say above. So here we have introduced three VLAN over here. क्या किया सर हमने? We have created three VLAN. So like this, from this switch we have connected to this router and this is also known as access point. So here from this router we can connect our mobile and our laptop. So we can say this is a separate VLAN over here. Then we are having a switch over here and from this switch we are having different uh, things or we can say electronic devices are connected. In that we can also create a different logical groups. So we are having VLAN 1, VLAN 2, VLAN 3 and these are the IP address. So logically we have created and we have created VLAN over here. Okay. So we are having a valid VN ID. ठीक है. तो ये this is your image. If you are using some router configuration or switch uh, configuration, so this is the you can say lookup that you usually see. Here you can see we are having VLAN. So VLAN over here we are having the present. Okay. So this is my access point. From this my device is being connected. So we can also tell this is a part of VLAN over here. Now trunk mode क्या होता है? In a trunk mode, the port become the member of all VLAN on the switch unless specified in allowed to switch port. A link connected to the trunk port from one side to another is known as the trunk link. तो एक यहाँ से मैंने एक और कोई है यहाँ पे स्विच है उसको मैंने लगा दिया, so this is also known as trunk link. So we can also create some netting here. अब एक बार थोड़ा और देख लेते हैं. So I believe you know about the LAN. So LAN का कंसेप्ट आपको होगा कि पता कि सर LAN क्या चीज है. और अब इसमें होता क्या है, कुछ लिमिटेशंस थी, कुछ सिक्योरिटी कंसर्न्स थे, एंड टू ओवरकम ऑल दिस वी हैव इंट्रोड्यूस्ड द concept of VLANing over here. So here we are going to create a virtual LAN. So logically we have divided. Physically they are being connected, but by using some protocols we have divided this into multiple parts. So we are having the marketing LAN, engineering LAN or manufacturing LAN. So we have created different view over there. Okay, so virtual LAN broadcast and multicasting goes onto the node on the virtual LAN. So what are the advantage? So virtual is better than real. What location independent marketing LAN can overall the building, user can move but cannot change LAN. Better traffic we are having here, and it is not expensive also, and it provide better security also. So we are having the LAN of layer 1. In that we are having a group of physical ports. In layer 2 we are having MAC address, and layer 3 we are having the IP address. So we are having the layer 1 which is also known as post switching. इसको हम बोलते हैं क्या है? Port switching. So they it can also provide the security in isolation, but there is a no user mobility. User एक जगह से दूसरी जगह नहीं जा सकता है इसके अंदर. Then we are having the layer 2 LAN. So in that we are having the MAC address. Then in that also we are having the, you can say, the Ethernet. In that we are having the destination address, source address, and a protocol like this. Then we are having the layer 3, so which is also known as virtual subnet. So in that we are having the IP address, and we can configure it also by using some software also. So in that we are going to have the VLAN tagging also and the port number also on which it is been enabled. कहाँ पे ये enabled किया गया है? ये important है exam point of view. So this is important from exam point of view. Yes, so I request please read this. तो एग्जाम में आ सकता है कि भाई कितने ये आपका पोर्ट अलाउ ये करता है. सो अप टू 4095. सो इफ आई शो यू सम एमसीक्यू, जैसे ये है, व्हाट इज द मैक्सिमम नंबर ऑफ VLAN वी कैन क्रिएटेड इन IEEE 802.1Q. एक तो ये क्वेश्चन यहाँ से आ गया. अब ये किसका इथरनेट का फ्रेम यूज कर रहा है? IEEE 802.1Q. एक क्वेश्चन इसका भी यहाँ पे आ सकता है. तो वी आर हैविंग द IEEE 802.1Q. तो आई विच IEEE स्टैंडर्ड द VLAN. VLAN किसके अंदर डिफाइन किया गया? इट इज IEEE 802.1Q. So from there also the examiner can also ask the question. So once द कंसेप्ट इज क्लियर टू यू, एक बार कंसेप्ट क्लियर है, आपके नोट्स अच्छे हैं, इफ यू आर राइटिंग द नोट्स प्रॉपरली, देन यू कैन इजीली अंडरस्टूड एंड यू कैन इजीली अंडरस्टैंड द कंसेप्ट ऑल्सो। बट वही है, कितना प्रैक्टिस आप करते हो, दैट ऑल्सो डिफाइन, ठीक है, मैटर करता है वो भी। So in that we are having the P also. So P means your priority mechanism, which we have introduced in our VLAN member. So it support the static and dynamic configuration of VLAN also, and it also provide intermixing of IEEE 802.802 MAC and FDDI also. So we are having some rules. So this is not important from exam point. Now this is again important from if the examiner asks a little bit advanced question. So this is a little bit important to you. So we are having the tag header, then we are having the Ethernet frame, then we are having the frame 802.3 frame. So in that we are having the destination address, source address, tag, like logic link control data. So like this we are having a frame set also. ठीक है, अब इसमें जो इम्पोर्टेंट है वो रहता है आपका टैगिंग और वी कैन से टैग प्रोटोकॉल आईडी। और इसमें ज्यादा कुछ नहीं, एफडीडीए टोकनिंग के अंदर यूज होता है टैग, इसके अंदर भी यूज होगा टैग, एंड दैट आल्सो वी आर गोइंग टू यूज द टैग आल्सो। ये तो इम्पोर्टेंट नहीं है। हाँ, ये याद आपको करना है, आई ट्रिपल स्टैंडर्ड यूज फॉर वी लर्निंग कौन सा यूज किया जाता है, वी आर हैविंग 802.1 क्यू, दिस इज इम्पोर्टेंट फ्रॉम एग्जाम पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू, एंड इट ऑल्सो प्रोवाइड द एक्सप्लिसिट एंड इम्प्लिसिट टैगिंग, कौन सा प्रोवाइड करता है, एक्सप्लिसिट एंड इम्प्लिसिट टैगिंग, बोथ इट प्रोवाइड। नाउ लेट्स सी सम एमसीक्यू आल्सो, अब एक बार एमसीक्यू देख लेते हैं अपन। क्वेश्चंस फ्रॉम विलन एंड ब्रिज, ठीक है, तो ब्रिज वी हैव ऑलरेडी डिस्कस, ठीक है। तो व्हाट इज द प्राइमरी पर्पस ऑफ VLAN, व्हाट इज द प्राइमरी पर्पस ऑफ VLAN, क्या इसका प्राइमरी, टू डेमोन्स्ट्रेट द प्रॉपर लेआउट, नो, स्टिमुलेट, नो, क्रिएट अ वर्चुअल प्राइवेट नेटवर्क, ठीक है, सेगमेंटेशन ऑफ नेटवर्क इनसाइड अ स्विच डिवाइस, दिस इज मोर एक्यूरेट आंसर, ये क्या है, ये आपका मोर एक्यूरेट आंसर है। तो VLAN is used to logically segment a network within a switch or network, क्या ये क्या करेगा, logically segment create logical segmentation, and it also help to reduce the broadcast traffic, it also give the security and enhance the network performance। Next question, what is the maximum number of VLAN can be created in IEEE standard 802.1q को कितना मैक्सिमम किया जाता है, सो अभी हमने देखे थे 4095, सो 02 लेके 4095, सो हाउ मच टोटल 4096 वी आर हैविंग हियर टोटल। सो IEEE 802.q VLAN tagging use 12-bit VLAN ID, कितने यूज करता है 12-bit VLAN field ID, and it is having the 2 raised to power 12, कितना हो गया 2 raised to power 12, so it is 4096। Then which method is used to identify the VLAN of 802.1q, किस में यूज किया जाता है, आपकी जो VLAN ID रहेगी, so VLAN ID is going to identify this, so the tagging we use VLAN ID, it is going to be identify this। This device is used to communicate between different VLAN. कौन सा device use किया जाता है to communicate between different VLAN? So we are using the router. So router, we can say it is a layer 3 device which handle the traffic between the different VLAN. The router has interface or subnet assigned to assign different VLAN router, keep packets between them. Okay, so you have to remember which device it is being routed. So what is the main advantage of using the VLAN? क्या इसका main advantage है in the network when we are using? Increase the number of physical switches, no. Improve security, reduce broadcast traffic, yes. Eliminate the need of router, no. Allow communication between the VLAN without configuration, no. Configuration is required, so option B is the right answer for this question. Option B. So what is the IEEE standard of VLAN? हमने देखा था अभी 802.1q. So this is IEEE standard. अब 802.11 ये किसका रहता है सर? ये वाईफाई का रहता है. IEEE 803 किसका रहता है? इथरनेट का रहता है. IEEE 805 किसका रहता है? टोकनिंग का नेटवर्क का रहता है. So this you have to remember and this can be asked in examination also. What type of address does a bridge use to make forward decision? के अंदर कौन सा यूज किया जाता है? In that we use bridge is using the MAC address. अब bridge क्या यूज करेगा? MAC address यूज करेगा. Which of the following statement is true about the network bridge? कौन सा statement true है? Bridge operate on a layer 3 of the OSI model. Yes, it can happen. Bridge is a network into multiple collision domain, reducing the network. Unlike hub and bridge, do not forward all packets. They learn MAC address and forward the packet. ये नहीं, इसका बी रहेगा ना. बी आंसर इसका ये नहीं है, बी है इसका विषय. हाँ, नेटवर्क नहीं, इस पे आईपी एड्रेस रहेगा. यहाँ पे राउटर होगा ना. राउटर रहेगा तो दिस विल बी द आंसर, बट यहाँ पे ब्रिज लिखा है, so that's why this is incorrect. B is the answer of this question. Which of the following device learn MAC address from forward frame efficiently? Bridge. तो जब यहाँ पे forward frames रहेगा तो who is going to responsible? Bridge is responsible for the MAC address. Which of the following device segment and network into multiple collision domain but gives the same for a broadcast of? दोनों के लिए same रखेगा. So we are having the bridge. So bridge and switch segment are collision domain but do not break the broadcast domain. Router breaks the broadcast domain and repeater do not the segment the network at all. Which method is used to establish the communication between two different VLAN? किसके लिए हम इसमें दो जो चीजें यूज हम करते हैं, methods यूज करते हैं. So we are using the TDM, we are using the frame tagging, and we are having the table maintenance. So in that we are using the three. So all three are going to be helpful when establishing the communication between the two different VLAN. How many bytes are required to present a virtual local area network identifier in the Ethernet frame? So we have seen the 12 bit. Yeah. So it is always, we can say 2 raised to power 12, so it will become 4096. ये तो दोनों ही आपको याद करना है. देखो आपका जो फर्स्ट वाला क्वेश्चन था ये वाला 12 bit VLAN field ID. 12 bit VLAN field ID. So if you are going to remember, it is going to help you a lot in the examination also. Okay. तो इसी के साथ जय हिंद, जय भारत.